The Legend of Zelda is by far my favorite video game franchise of all time, but like most people, I definitely have them ranked from my favorite game to least favorite game. So here it is, the video a lot of people have been requesting from me lately, my top 10 favorite Zelda games of all time. At number 10, we have The Legend of Zelda Adventure of Link, the second Legend of Zelda game to come out. The very first thing most people would notice when playing this game is its very unique gameplay. You have some parts where it's very much like Mario, where it'd be 2D, kind of at the side view gaming, when you're just kind of walking, you can just see the side, you're jumping on enemies and things like that. But then you also have other times where you're out adventuring in the huge world of Hyrule, the absolutely immense world, where, I don't know, kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy style. Overall, it was such a unique Zelda game, known to be easily one of the hardest ones out there. It is one of the very few Zelda games that I have not beat nor have owned. So I'll be sure to be playing this one pretty soon. The very first Zelda game ever made, the game to start out the incredible franchise. I'm probably going to receive some criticism putting this so low on the list, all the way at number 9. I don't know, this wasn't really the first Zelda game I've ever played. It was more of one of the games that I began thinking about and playing once I was already into the series. It is a great game. It has the classic storyline where you have to save Zelda, defeat Ganon. It's such a great game altogether. It's got some very memorable moments as well, like it's dangerous to go alone, that whole thing. Well, this was also one of the Zelda games I've never owned, and I was in the process of playing it, but I had to stop. I'll also be sure to get back to this one. This is a must play for any Legend of Zelda fan. You can't miss this game. At number 8, we have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I absolutely love this game. I played it last year, and the storyline was just incredible. I felt it was one of those Zelda games where the storyline just captivates you, where you want to keep playing it, you want to see what happens. It falls in the timeline kind of as a side story, but you know, that's kind of what I really like about it too. You don't really need to think about everything that's going on. You know, you just play, you have fun, you enjoy the story. It has its challenges, it has lots of challenges actually. And the remake with color, Link's Awakening DX, was absolutely amazing. I just love this game so much. It's definitely a must play for any Zelda fans that are looking for a game to really just get into. Number 7, we have The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, an extremely nostalgic game for me. I remember buying this game back when I was in grade 4 and just playing it all night long on my Game Boy Advance SP. The storyline is great, the music is great. It's such a great game for those who are new to Zelda. It's fun to play. It can keep you busy for hours upon hours upon hours. Just so many extra things to do with kinstones and things like that. Lots to theorize about for hardcore Zelda players too. So this is definitely also another must-have game for Zelda fans that are really digging deep into the story. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, the most recent Zelda game that I played and beat. And I know I'm going to receive lots of criticism for putting it all the way up here at number 6. This is set to be one of the best Legend of Zelda games of all time, if not number 1. It was an amazing game, probably the best game I've ever played in terms of pure gameplay, with the Wii Motion Plus controls and the flying and the diving. I just loved it. It was just such a fun game for me. But why I'm putting it at number 6 is that I did not feel it had the Zelda feeling to it that most other Zelda games give you. It was so fun. Amazing gameplay. It also had its nice challenges near the end with the Sky Keep, the last level in the game. But overall, I felt the game was very easy. It was kind of linear, and definitely didn't provide the sense of exploration that other Zelda games provided. It was a great game overall, but I definitely think Nintendo could have done better with it. At number 5, we have none other than The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, a big fan favorite among Zelda fans, and I do not see why it shouldn't be. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past sums up the Zelda franchise in one small 2D Super Nintendo Entertainment System game. The classic Dark World, kidnapping of Zelda, generic antagonist storyline. It really captivates you. Just such a fun game to play. It has its challenging moments. Easily my favorite classic 2D Legend of Zelda game. Carries lots of memories for me, and I'm sure it carries lots of memories for other people as well. Just such a great game overall. Another must-have game for most Zelda fans. I know I'm going to take a lot of criticism for putting this game all the way up here on the list, but I'm going to have to do it. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Why I put it at number 4, I don't know. I'm going to have to say more personal reasons. But what my opinion of the game is, I don't know. Overall, I think it's pretty flawless. I absolutely love The Wind Waker. The cel-shaded graphics, the music, the environment, and not to mention probably the best overworld in all of Legend of Zelda. It's just such an amazing game. The sense of exploration it gives, the challenges. This game can keep you busy for hours upon hours upon hours. This game is easily one of the best Zelda games that a beginner should pick up. It will captivate him and definitely get him interested in the Legend of Zelda series. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. This is yet another choice I don't think many people will be very happy with, and I'll receive my fair share of criticism for it. The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, I beat this last summer, and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna have to say that has the best storyline in all of Legend of Zelda. Maybe the first or second best. I don't know. It's definitely one of the best storylines I've ever played in any video game. I've never been so attached to the characters as I've been with Twilight Princess. It had its challenging dungeons, it had amazing, absolutely amazing music, and it was just, I love the graphics, the realistic graphics. That was definitely a first for Zelda. I don't know, you guys might not be really happy with this pick, but I definitely put this up here with no regrets. Twilight Princess. I know you guys would have thought that this game is in here since I have not mentioned it before, and it cannot go unmentioned in the top 10 Legend of Zelda games list. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Easily one of my favorite Legend of Zelda games ever. Definitely thought this game was more mature compared to all the other Zelda games. The kind of depressing and complicated storyline, the mask system, the time system, definitely gives it the feeling of one of the harder Zelda games, probably the hardest I've ever played. But I absolutely love this game. More unique than any video game I've ever played in my entire life. And it goes up there with Twilight Princess as one of the games that I've never felt so attached to. I absolutely love this game. Don't recommend it for a first time Zelda player because it definitely gets pretty challenging at parts. It requires lots of patience if you want to go through it, but it's definitely worth it at the end. The experience is unforgettable. And at number 1, most of you would have guessed that this would have come here. I might receive some criticism for it, I'm not sure. There's lots of mixed opinions on this one. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Why I love this game? I could go on for hours upon hours upon hours, but I'm going to try and shorten this up for you. Amazing music, unique characters, huge adventure. Also, not to mention that it's also known as the best game of all time. Yup, all of video games, not just Zelda. You know, I really don't see why not. Ocarina of Time was simply flawless, in my opinion. There was nothing that they could have maybe even improved, especially considering the time that it came out on back in the 1990s on Nintendo 64. Such an amazing game for me. And all these top 3 Zelda games that I put up here, I don't know, I'm gonna have to say that they all barely beat each other. They barely beat each other by very, very small things. But why I'm putting this one at number 1, I'm gonna have to say it's because Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the Zelda game that got me introduced to the whole franchise. I would have never even knew what Zelda was if I didn't play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It got me introduced to the whole entire series, and I don't think I've ever loved any video game as much as Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like I said before, flawless, and I recommend this for any video gamer out there, absolutely anyone, because if you don't play the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a like rating, and please take a look at this video right over here. It's the latest channel update that we've had, and I would really appreciate it if you guys gave that a look. Maybe comment below your thoughts about it. And remember, comment below on this video what you want the next video to be. Give me your suggestions because I will read them. And that's it for me. See you for now, guys.